I think we live. I think we live, beautiful people. I think we live, beautiful people, on all platforms. We're live right now on YouTube. We're live right now on Instagram. I chose to go on live on Instagram this morning for the simple fact I said, what we about to talk about might be too sensitive for TikTok. You know what I'm saying? It might be too sensitive for TikTok. So as you guys come into this live, make sure you tap the screen. Make sure you follow your boy. Make sure you understand what is going on. What is happening is we're witnessing the greatest transition of wealth that we have ever seen. And today we about to do a hell of a mindset. And I got my new followers on here. So I said, maybe you guys have only seen my content and never really personally heard me speak. So now I said, you know what? Let me give y'all some sauce this morning. It is Monday morning, October the 3rd. November the 3rd. Let me get my dates right. It is November the 3rd, baby. It's November the 3rd. That means we have one more month before 2026 gets in here. And the reason why I'm live right now is for the simple fact, I don't think there's no other better time to go live on a Monday morning to get people's mind right, psychologically wise, in the world we're living in today. So the title of this actual live stream is actually Why You and Why Not Right Now. Why you and why not right now? Or why right now? Why right now is so important? Why right now is so important? Yo, on YouTube, can you guys hear me? Put some ones in the chat if you can hear me, because if you can hear me, you should be clicking that thumbs up. On Instagram, y'all should be tapping that screen, showing your boy some love. Put your cities in the chat. Let me show your city some love, because now I think I got the reason why YouTube was tripping on me, because I was playing music in the background and then it's trying to get my voice and mute out the music at the same time. So that's why I always used to kind of like mess up. But I think we Gucci now. Tap that screen, hit the thumbs up, like, share, subscribe. Your Instagram, if you want a better view, go to my YouTube. The link is in the actual bio. But my name is Mr. Holistic. Everybody knows me as an ionization practitioner, basically a holistic practitioner. But if you just recently followed me from some posts that you've been seeing me, this is my lifestyle. This is not me just creating content. I'm not a content creator. I'm a real ass individual that just turns his phones around, speaks his mind, and I keep it pushing. What up, Oklahoma? We got New Jersey in the house over here. We got Texas in the house over here. We got South Kakalaki in the house over here. Let's go, NYC. NYC, what's happening? So you also Instagram, what you also are seeing is my full-fledged trading community over here on YouTube, showing your boy some love. You know what I'm saying? Showing your boy some love. So I'm actually in my studio in Las Vegas live. And let me tell you right now, I got notes for this mindset. I normally get on here and I freestyle, but I got notes for this mindset. So there was a nice interview between Joe Rogan and Elon Musk yesterday. And Joe Rogan asked Elon Musk a powerful question. And he said, what up, Florida? I'm actually heading to Florida. What up, London? You can meet me in London. What up, London? You know what I'm saying? I'm heading to Florida tonight. I got an overnight flight to Orlando, so I'm excited. We got new waves, new business. You know what I'm saying? We got everything is popping the correct way. And you know what I'm saying? We have basically shook off a lot of dead weight. So listen to this. We're standing in the edge of the biggest shift humanity has ever seen. And I don't understand if you guys don't realize this, but let me say it again. We are standing at the edge and the biggest shift that humanity has ever seen. And we're not just talking industrial, we're not just talking digital, we're talking intelligent automation. I'm talking intelligent automation. So what does that mean? We're talking AI, we're talking robotics. They're already replacing jobs that millions of people depend on right now. And people say, so what are you talking about? I'm talking customer service. I'm talking HR. I'm talking receptionist. Yo, put a 1 in the chat if this is like some jobs that you know people have, some of your friends have. Let me say this again. Do you know people who work in customer service? Type some 8s in the chat. If you know anybody that's working in AR, type some 8s in the chat. You know anybody that's a receptionist? Type some 8s in the chat. You know anybody that is doing bookkeeping? Type some 8s in the chat. Data entry? Type some 8s in the chat. payroll, type some eights in the chat. These are just futuristic examples that right now, if corporations decide to flip the switch and roll out a aggressive implementation of AI and robotics in the actual, like the workforce right now, you're talking between 12 to 40 million Americans could easily be replaced right here, right now. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I just said. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I just said, because this is the frame. This is the framework, the foundation that we're going to stand on this conversation that we finna have this morning. So when you guys understanding where my mind is and why I start speaking the way I'm speaking and why I produce the content that I produce, why you and why not right now? Like, why not right now? You're looking at the greatest transition. Why are you sitting back and watching? Like, why are we just sitting back and just watching? Because watch this. If you're hearing this message, it means you're being called to get ahead. See, people start saying, "Oh, he's fear mongering. Oh, he's producing scarcity. This is controversial, or this is what they call it, conspiracy theories." This is not conspiracy theories, sweetheart. These are facts. I've been implementing tools of AI and robotics in my own holistic business for the last 5-6 years, and let me tell you, it is a game changer. It is a game changer. It is literally saving me 6 figures in expenses. For those who don't know, I get this bag over here. For those who don't know, I get this bag over here. So let me tell you again, you're not being fear-mongered. You're literally being warned to start getting ahead of the wave that is happening. For an example, most people wait until the system starts shifting against them before they start taking action. It's just like your teeth. Most people start waiting till their mouth swell up overnight. Their teeth started giving them shit. They have to take off of work before they go to the dentist. And the dentist is always saying, if you just come here and schedule a cleaning, do this, do this, do that, you wouldn't have this actual, like we wouldn't have these meetings. It wouldn't be no emergencies, no amoxicillins before I can even get into your mouth. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I'm telling you. Most people wait till things start shifting against them before they start taking action when you have a chance to start building new skills right now, because AI can't take over human skills. Do you understand that? It can't take over like human skills. And when you got human skills, like things you can do with your hands, being creative, like they can't touch that type of stuff. So this is why I get on here and I start trying to spark fire in you to start being creative, that godly energy that we all have. Like, you got to start understanding, if you don't take control of the godly energy that we all possess inside, start praying, start working on your faith, having a better relationship with the Most High, which is literally no other choice to start. You have to start there. You have to start there. Now watch this. When AI takes over the workforce, the world will be literally moving into a universal era. Do you understand what I'm saying? When they implement AI and robotics in the workforce, you will see a universal shift. And this universal shift is going to be literally like something you will say you will fight right now, but will be in no position to fight when it happens. And this is why I say, why not now? Because imagine when the universal incomes, they start talking about it now, you will say, oh man, fuck that, man. Y'all got me messed up. I ain't finna take no digital ID. I ain't finna do none of that. Oh man, you can just send me back home. This is what you will say right now. But when universal income, universal housing, universal healthcare, universal everything starts being implemented, when you have already lost everything, lost your job, can't pay for shit, what do you think is going to happen? Let me remind you. Let me remind you. If someone's saying there's no sound, you probably need to check your sound. Put some ones in the chat on Instagram if you can hear me. You might need to check your sound. You might need to check your sound. Put some ones in the chat on IG if you can hear me, because I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure you guys can hear me over here. That's right. So when you start talking about The pressure that will come upon an individual that will lose everything overnight. Let me give you an example of that. 2020, what happened? Please tell me. Please tell me, because in 2020, they started talking about digital passports. They started talking about digital ID. They started talking about programmable things, universal things. Do you realize if a new pandemic happens again, if a new pandemic happens again, 2020, when the pandemic hit, the most Googled phrase on the internet, what do you think it was? Type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. What do you think the most Googled phrase when the pandemic hit and everybody had to go home? What do you think the most Googled phrase was? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. I'll tell you what it was. How to make money from home. Let me tell you, millions of individuals started texting. How do I make money from home? How do I make money from home? How do I make money from my phone? How do I make money from my computer? How do I make money? How do I make money online? So you're looking at the same shift that happened 5 years ago, because guess who was ahead? The people who were already traders, already investors, already entrepreneurs, already influencers, people who were already in that space, they got boosted because now you have an onslaught of customers, onslaught of individuals that you can prospect. Now it's effort-based. Who is going to go work the prospects and see who is really serious about making money from their phone, making money from home? So that's why when you see I built the community over 3,000 real people from all across the world, because when they were literally typing that in there, guess who was popping up on their feed? Mr. H, Mr. Holistic. Why? Because it ain't something new. I've been doing it for 11 years. 6 years ago, y'all started watching. Put some fire in the chat for stability. Put some fire in the chat for foundation. Put some fire in the chat for being consistent and disciplined to show up on a daily basis. So when the time hits, guess what? Guess what? I didn't have to make no changes. I didn't have to do nothing drastic. I didn't have to wait for the system to say, go home, and now I'm searching for something new to do. I was already in business. And I was just literally going, man, I'm telling you right now, if I get some extra time on my hand, put some 8s in the chat if this is you. I was telling myself in 2019, I had almost 20 plus stores. If I get some extra time on my hand, it's over. I started praying to God for extra time. And then a pandemic hit. And I said, thank God for COVID. While everybody was running around here saying, how can I not take this because of my job? How can I not take this because of the daycare? How can I not take this because of my benefits? How can I not take this because of this and because of that and because of this? So my question to you, why you won't shift right now before you have to experience the same shit again? Fool me once. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me. Fool me 3 times. Bring out the AK-47s, lock up the clip. Somebody got to go. I just don't understand. Like, how many times are we going to sit there and literally allow a system to be implemented that you will fight from a distance, but when it's at your door, you lay down? And I'm here to tell everybody who was typing in their chat, how to make money from home. How do I start day trading? How do I learn how to invest? How do I get into crypto? If you are asking these questions with your thumbs right now, you need to be putting actions with your feet in your mind and saying, all right, now I asked, he responded. Now, what is the next step? The next step is to start taking actions. Because if you don't take action, one thing I've learned as a guy that's from the South, I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. Little Rock, Arkansas. So I come through a rough background. One thing my grandfather always told me, the sun don't give 2 shits of what the moon does. And the moons don't give 2 shits what the sun does. Let me say that again. The sun don't give 2 shits what the moon does. And the moon don't give 2 shits what the sun does. And what does that mean for individuals today who don't understand that country ass term? That means days are going to happen just like nights are going to happen. So if you sit around and pout or get in that complaint line, ain't shit gonna get done, because the day is gonna come and night is gonna come, no matter how you look at it. So your ass better get up and start moving. So I'm here to tell y'all right here, right now. I asked ChatGPT earlier, and we started talking about the percentage of individuals of the workforce that you're talking that are going to be affected. And I just told y'all 12 to 40 million Americans are going to be put out of work if there's just a conservative implementation of AI and robotics. Imagine an aggressive approach. Those numbers doubles. You're talking 24 million to 80 million Americans. So my question to you, why right now? Why would you not put yourself in position to have a skill set that you know at least 12 to 40 million Americans are going to need? Why would you not build a community to help assist the individuals who are ready to take action? This is what we've built over here. Like, understand that, like, this is exactly what we built over here. A thriving community of like-minded, God-loving individuals who are 100% understanding. If this does not work for me, it's going to work for my children. I guarantee you, we all can agree that right now is literally like some of the craziest times that we've ever seen. Do you realize our country right now? I don't know if you guys don't know this. Put a 1 in the chat if you know this. Do you know our countries are right now, like, we're in like naval ships are headed to Venezuela right now, telling that their leadership should literally resign. Like, we're literally implementing a regime change that I personally don't approve of, but it's happening. I don't know if y'all don't know that. They're literally like the Pirates of the Caribbean right now in ships on bullhorn saying, hey, Maduro, get your ass up out of Venezuela or we're going to come in. This is like what's happening like right now. On top of that, let's not even get into the nanobots that most everybody got in their bodies right now. Let's not even get into the Ozempic shots that everybody is taking to try to do the shortcuts to lose weight. Let's not get into all of these new systems that are literally being just implemented by waves. And people are just laying down. You understand? Do you realize that someone says, yes, false flags brought to you by Trump? It's not brought to me by Trump. This is what you guys fail to realize. Trump is just one individual. We're talking governments here. This is what y'all got to fail to realize. We're not pointing fingers. I'm not pointing fingers at Democrats. I'm not pointing fingers at Republicans. Because if I start pointing fingers, we can go back and forth from pedos to child trafficking to all of these different things. But this is not the time to point the finger. This is the time to talk about solutions to problems, whether they're Republican problems or Democratic problems. I don't give a damn. Because on my team and my community, I got Democrats, I got Republicans, I got anarchists, I got we the people. When you come to church, I don't care what Republican or you're Democrat. We're coming because we love the Most High. So this is not about politics. This is about what the fuck you gonna do when the system crashes and your ass gets sent home again and you start typing in your fucking phone, how do I make money from home? And then your ass are going to have to start what? Implementing a new mindset to start literally go asking questions, asking for people for help. So you can point your finger at Donald Trump all you want. He ain't gonna save you. So I don't give a fuck what side you're on. And just to let you know, I am conservative, but I'm like a 70-30% approval on that shit. Because I'm from the we the people. I believe that if we got together the 99%, we can outdo the 1%. This is just my opinion. So I'm not telling people to act on my opinion. But if you left it up to me, there would be no Democrats, there would be no Republicans. There would be us, we the people as government. We the people as parents. I guarantee you, if we as parents ran the country like how we raise our children, we will be in a way better phase. Let me say this again. We as parents got together as a society and just ran the country as we would want our kids to be raised. Like, we would have, it would be a utopia. White, black, Asian, Indian, like it does not matter. Raise the country like you would raise your children. Put your children in the best position where they can thrive. You always want your children to have more, do more, and have better opportunities than you had. So I don't care what you believe in. I don't care none of that. If you got that mindset, you a friend of mine, because I understand the fight. And the fight is here. And who wants to get ahead? And now you have to take actions when everybody around you is telling you, oh man, that's crazy. Oh man, that shit ain't gonna work. Oh man, go get you a job. Because I don't know how else to have any more faith or have your faith tried than to become an entrepreneur. Because an entrepreneur lifestyle, the entrepreneur lifestyle will put you on the bare edge of having zero. And then turn around, a $50,000 check will come from nowhere. Like, let me say this again. Entrepreneurship will have you literally eating like not even knowing where your next meal is going to come from. And then all of a sudden a check will come into the mail from work or giving that you gave, and then receiving happens. And one thing I understand about blessings and receivings, they don't come with tracking numbers. Y'all give me some amens in the chat. If y'all understand the bar I just said to y'all, do y'all understand that blessings, they don't come with tracking numbers? So that's not a tracking number where you can track once you start praying for something. You got to start putting the action in. And then your giving is going to literally have the equality, your giving will be the equal of your results. And when you look at my receiving, if you look at my receiving, you go, oh, how is he receiving so much? Then go look at the first part of the fucking formula, the giving. Because it says somewhere in the good book, and mind my French, don't mind my French, I'm still a work in progress. I don't know how to get this a point to individuals who are just we're looking at our phone. Look at technology today. I'm standing in my home in Las Vegas and I'm touching people from London, Nigeria, Australia, England. We're touching everybody. Mississippi, Memphis, North Carolina, Atlanta, Florida. We're like all over the place right now because of technology. So I'm here to tell y'all today, right now, should be like priority for you to start saying, yo, this guy is right. And you don't have to go through me. You start in the mirror. Start in the mirror. Start asking God, like, what do I need to do to start making these drastic changes to my mind so I can start understanding that, well, bro, I need to be more prepared for the next enforcements that are happening. We got LA in the house, Ohio in the house. Man, y'all better give me some hallelujahs in here. Y'all better give me some hallelujahs. YouTube, if you over here on YouTube, you should be clicking that thumbs up at the top of your screen. So let me also give you guys a title. I'm the #1 digital educator in North America. We run the #1 day trading organization in North America for the last 6 years. So I'm not just some random influencer sitting here talking to you. I'm also a holistic practitioner for almost 24 plus years. I have my own ionized jewelry line that you can use HSA, FSA. You can literally write it off on your taxes as an added medical expense. It is a real viable thing. So I'm not here just standing in your face as some guy that has 121,000 some followers that are paid for. No, I have zero debit card information on Instagram and social media. I was already verified. They took my check away and then started creating bot accounts and then made me pay $14 for a verification that I already had. And then they threatened to let my account go if I didn't go do verification, because they said the scammers are literally, people are reporting my account and they was reporting the scammers account. So this is the only reason why I paid for the blue check. I was already verified. So I go, why do I need to pay for some shit that I already have? Neither's here, there, or there. The reason why it's important for you to start literally putting this into your information, putting this into your actual daily conversation, because you're going to need to attract this. You're going to need to manifest this because it's something new. What up, Dalvin? This is something new. And when you have something new implementing into an old system, you're going to have pushback. Meaning you're going to have the procrastination demon, the guy that the voice in the mind is always telling you like, it's all right, man. Your job ain't tripping, man. Your job good. You're going to have that you're going to have that voice. Man, you know, don't worry about that shit, man. I'll die by my shit. You're going to have that energy. But what about your children? What about your grandkids? Do your grandkids got that energy? Do your grandkids got that Rambo energy? My daughters don't have that Rambo energy. My daughters are 4 and 2. 20 years from now, they'll be 24 and 22. It'll be a whole different world. Do you know where I will be at 20 years from now? I will be 66. So imagine at 66, my daughters are 24 and 22. The world is going to be totally different. So I got to be mentally equipped. I still got to be physically lit at 66. At 66. And I live a lifestyle right now because I'm highly favored. And by God's willing, I will be there. So it is my responsibility to make sure that they're able to walk with no shoes on, with the trails that I blaze for them. My daughters will not be seeking financial opportunities. They will be creating them. Let me say this again. My daughters will not be out here in this new world seeking financial opportunities. They will be creating them. And the reason why they're going to be able to create them is for the simple fact they're going to have the knowledge and the examples and the trail already to follow. Now, if they want to start implementing new ways, they want to start taking the trail and blazing new trails because of a new system, and it elevates the whole foundation that we've already been standing on. That's called evolution. And that's called generational change. Now, if you're interested in learning how to start creating generational change financially, breaking these curses, breaking these little attachments that you're like, I don't understand why I can't win. I don't understand why not me? Why not me? Why everybody else? Let me tell you, because if you don't adapt to the new economy, you're going to be destroyed by it. This is 100%. The time of waiting is over. This is your moment to build your skills up, like right now. And if you don't think you have the nerves or the energy or the skill, like the knowledge, think about your children when your children tell you that they can't do something. What is their response? When you tell your child to do something and they tell you they can't, what did you tell them? Because I'm from the country, and where I was from, my grandma would tell me, can't ain't even a word. Spell the first 3 letters. Everybody type the first 3 letters of can't. Please tell me, what is the first 3 letters of can't? Then they added something, and then they added another letter. So can't don't even exist. Can exists. So we don't even talk I can't. So when people say, man, I can't even see myself day trading, why are you even talking like that? That ain't even a word. Why are you even putting that energy on your future like that? Because it's not about you day trading. It's about your children's day trading. It's about your children's children understanding about day trading. I was in class last week and my daughter woke up because it's like 4 o'clock my time. It's 5:28 a.m. my time on the West Coast. And I was teaching day trading, technical analysis, buying, selling in the markets. I was analyzing the markets for everybody who was interested in taking action on their phone. Making money from your phone, basically, day trading. I just looked at my daughter. I said, somebody was in the comments was like, well, if you so great, this is because I was on TikTok also. If you so great, how come your daughter don't know how to trade? Looking at a 4-year-old girl sleeping on me, like laying on me. So I just woke her up. I said, hey, baby, what daddy doing right now? She go, trading. How daddy make his money? Trading. I said, do we need to know anything else? Just because she just saw. She knew. I know people that see and don't know. You understand that? She saw, she knew, and she's 4. Imagine when she's 8. Imagine when she's 18. Like I said in the beginning, this is not something to fearmonger. This is me jumping onto my platform and just warning you and telling you like, yo, this is the time right now to start understanding like, why not you? Why not right now? And when you start asking yourself, yeah, why not me? Why do I need to wait till I lose my job to start gaining new skills to learn how to make money digitally? make money from my phone. Why do I need to wait till I lose something? Why do I need to wait till the system is trying to implement social credit score, universal income, universal housing? Why do I need to be on the verge of the threat of losing everything before I gain the skill? Now, let me talk to the people who are signed up and in my community. Why are you still trying to hustle the money out of the skill versus gaining the skill that is going to build your confidence that you will never have to worry about money again? Let's talk to the people who are so focused on making the money that you don't put the energy in learning the skill. And the minute you learn the skill, that's exactly where your consistency lies. Because just because you take advantage of an opportunity, that doesn't mean that the opportunity is going to be fruitful. I don't know how else to say it. I'll give you a better line. Just because you got a gym membership don't make you pop pecs, motherfucker. Pop, 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 pop. You know what I'm saying? That's work. That's work. So if you're interested in learning, like I said, from this live stream, you got to jump into my DMs because most of y'all accounts are private. So I can't just be jumping into y'all DMs. And these scammers are going to jump into y'all DMs first, talking about a crypto program that he needs basically a screenshot of your Cash App or your actual Coinbase. I ain't got neither of that shit going on. We're a public trading company over here, and we're teaching real skills. Like, this is serious business. Like, for one, you have to be serious when contacting me. For two, you got to be ready to put in some work financially. Three, you got to be ready to start learning a new language. Yes. And you better be willing to learn it fast, because the way the system is going to implement AI and robotics, it's going to be extremely fast, which will cause another pandemic. And when that pandemic is issued, guess what's going to be issued behind it? A digital ID. Guess what else is going to be issued behind it? Guess what else is going to be issued behind it? Guess what else? Guess what else? I'm waiting. Your money will be programmable. Your freedoms will be conditional according to your compliance. Let me repeat that. Your freedoms, whether you Democrat, whether you Republican, or whether you're an anarchist, your freedoms will be conditional according to your compliance. See, people say, I'm not doing it. Then what you gonna do? You ain't finna die. You ain't finna die. So let me tell you about the individuals who say, oh, I ain't gonna do it. Then what you gonna do? Then what's the plan for you and your children and your children's children? What is your plan? Because the 5P system, it is proven that without it, you will fail. This is 100%. And when failure gets to a point where trying is no longer there, let me repeat that. When failure takes you to a point where trying energy no longer exists into your body, you will comply to the government. Let me say this again. When failure consistently hits your lifestyle, when everything you try, you fail, everything you do is not enough, every job you get is not making you fulfill you don't feel like fruitful, you're going to go to the government. Like, you got everybody complaining about SNAP benefits right now. You got everybody complaining about SNAP benefits. If we took 70% of individuals that are not from here off of SNAP, we wouldn't even have this issue. 70% of individuals who is milking SNAP don't even belong on SNAP. I'm not saying they don't belong here. I'm saying they don't belong on SNAP. That's all I'm saying. And when you look at the craziest stats of the obesity of the individuals who are on SNAP versus the individual who are not on SNAP, why the hell you want your children on that bullshit anyway? Then people say, oh shit, because groceries are so high. No, products are so high that your ass shouldn't be buying in the first place. Because I don't know how else to tell you when people start, bro, you always talking money. You always talking money. Well, what else am I supposed to be talking about? You just asked me to borrow money. you in my DMs right now telling me, let me hold something. Because at the end of the day, money is not evil. It's what you do. It's where money lands and the intentions of the hands that it's in. Let me tell you again, money is not evil. It just depends on where it lands and the hands and the intents of the hands. It's just that simple. I can take 100 bands and put it out into the community that will service the community. I can take 100 bands, put it into business, and flip the 100 bands. I can take 100 bands, put it into the market, and allow 100 bands to make another 100 bands, to 200 bands, to 300 bands. Now the money is making me money. And then I take my time and I start going homeschooling my daughters. I start teaching my daughters about taxes. I start teaching my daughters about trust. I start teaching my daughters the difference between an LLC and an S corp. I start teaching them about the whole difference of why you should stabilize yourself and not use your social. So when I start teaching these things now, and we're just having the conversation, this is nothing just enforced. They're getting friendly to the conversation. Because when you do these things now, you don't have to pour much in that cup when it comes to going, oh, I'm not going into that system, because that system is a hamster wheel that I've seen so many people literally get just tossed and turned and literally nothing comes out of it. I'll give you an example. Watch this. Let's see if ChatGPT can give me an answer. Let's see if he can give me an answer. Yo, Chat, you here?
Absolutely. I'm right here, loud and clear. Let's keep it rolling. And if you need anything else for that mindset talk, just say the word.
Say less. Got a question for you. What are the percentage of individuals? I don't know if you can even find this stat, but just give me a rough draft of the stat. What is the percentage of individuals that is working in the workforce right now that are not homeowners? Also, give me the percentage of homeowner, like new homeowner buyers. Like, is it up or is it down? Like, give me these ratios. Because the reason why I'm asking this question, because there's so many people working in the workforce that still have zero assets. Like, they have not even owned it. They don't own anything, but they're just working. So if this is you, this is something you should listen to. Yo, Chat, give me what you got. I hear that clicking, right? Yeah, I hear that clicking. He thinking on y'all ass. He digging it up. He digging it up. He might be taking a little bit longer than expected. So that's why it's important. That's why it's important. That's why it's important to have your ass have the skill set to speak, you see. Damn, Chat, hurry up, bro. We live right now. I done broke Chat. I'm too complicated for Chat. I'm too complicated for Chat. He trying to subscribe. He thinking, though. He got you. Oh, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. All right, whenever he does get it, we're going to be good. I think he's still like trying to remember me. Hold on. Yeah, he messed it up. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. It's okay. He just screwed it up. Chad, you just messed up every damn thing, bro. When you rewatch this live, go back and Google that stat. Because the stat in itself, I saw it like almost about 5-6 months ago, so I don't remember the stat to quote it. But the numbers of new home buyers or buyers in general are extremely down. Not only because of inflation and because of the economy, but you got to start understanding the mindset of new generations. Like the new generations, they're feeling like it's cheaper to rent than it is to buy. What's happening? What happening, Malik? This is the purpose of what I'm telling you. And the minute the system stopped feeding itself, meaning people stop going to college. Why? Because they start making money from their phone. They start realizing college is a scam. College is just to keep you in the workforce. They start realizing it. And it's enough to the point where people are going, why do I need to go to college and get into debt? Why do I need to go to college to get a certificate to put in my mama's house or my grandma's house and then go out and have to find a whole nother job against everything I've been looking and studying for the last 4 years? Why do I need to go to college They don't even want to own shit now. What's happening? They don't even want to own anything right now. Do you understand what I'm telling you? So what is the implications for that? That means the system is no longer being fed. And when the system no longer gets fed, there's consequences and repercussions from that. So when people don't go to school, people start becoming entrepreneurs. And when people start becoming entrepreneurs, guess what the system starts losing? W-2s. People are now 1099s. People are independent contractors. People are start opening up businesses. People are using EINs versus what? Their Social Security. So guess what happens? Let me give you another stat. When you penalize people who work in the workforce and then benefit people who don't work in the workforce, there's a whole formula behind that. And let me ask a properly question that everybody can understand. What would make an individual stop speeding in this car? Type it in the chat right now. Watch this. This is universal. If you like to drive fast, what would make you stop speeding right now? What would make you stop speeding right now? Let's go. Type it in the chat. Tickets, Lady D. Tickets. We're not even going to go to accidents. Tickets. Guess what that is? That's a fine. You will start literally getting fined so much at the point where you're literally going to have you ain't gonna have those Bilbo Baggins feet no more. You're gonna literally be driving on the far right lane, driving right on the speed limit. Those tickets are fines, and the whole purpose of putting that into play is to control people's speed. People naturally, by selection, don't speed because they're not trying to deal with the police. You understand that? So guess what you get? You get a whole bunch of slow driving motherfuckers in the left lane who are non-essential during COVID, causing traffic on the floor. That's what you get. But sorry, my bad. I had to go through that rant. Them Orlando drivers, they drive you crazy. So let me tell you what happens. When you tax individuals for things that they shouldn't be doing, they stop doing them. So when you tax individuals who are working in the workforce that make society run, and then the people who are not working, you benefit them financially, guess what you're going to do? A whole generation is going to go, why do I need to do a 9-to-5 when I can get over here and get assistance, and it ain't much, but it's free food, and I can literally get $650 in benefits. And most people taking the $650 and smoking it and flipping it into the streets. So guess what happens? You get people who are tired of being in the workforce, who are just hanging out in the workforce, saying, man, I got a couple cousins who are milking the system, bro. I'm finna go milk the system. I just got fired from my job. I ain't looking for another job. I'm finna go hit the ass for unemployment and act like I'm looking for a job. Put some fire in the chat if you understand what I'm telling y'all right now. Like, this is a whole society thinking that this shit is a loophole. You got people really complaining, literally overweight, saying that their SNAP benefits that's going to be like, you should be happy. You should be happy. And not only you should be happy, you should be literally going, I shouldn't be sitting here complaining about SNAP benefits. I think it's time for me to get my shit together so my children don't have to worry about fucking SNAP. Pardon my French, but this is why I got on Instagram and not on TikTok. Let me say this again. If you look at the individuals who are complaining about SNAP, you should be thankful that shit is literally like an emergency pandemic. How do I feed my children? How do I make money to literally afford the grocery? That's what you should be typing in your damn phrase now. That's the phrase you should be typing in your damn Google search. How do I make more money? How do I get out of this position I'm in right now? And then you're going to see videos like this that's going to pop up on your social media feed. You got to start taking action. First thing first, the little money that you got to start putting it in the right place. And when you start putting your money in the right place, it starts growing. And when it starts growing, you got to do right with it. Because if you're the same individual that messed up the money over here, you're going to be the same individual that get the money over here and mess it up again and find yourself back over here. So this is why it's important to get educated. This is why it's important to make sure you get around a community that is like-minded, that is not FOMOing into anything, having the fear of missing out, because they're properly prepared. You understand? The 5 P's. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. It's super simple. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So let's not wait till the system clamps down on everybody. And now you got chaos in the street. And now not only do you have chaos in the street, you got hungry young individuals in the street that don't want a job. Guess what they're actually going to get? Guess what they're going to do? Guess what they're going to do? Yeah, they're going to run into your house. They're going to rob and steal. You see how cause and effect, you see how things that get implemented and then reactions happen? Do you understand what that's called? That's called social unrest. That's called social unrest. You know the implications that the government take when society is like in chaos? Do you know what they do? Put it in the chat. If you know what they do, what happens when you have social unrest? You access the military. See, I'm an old militia guy. I did militia work 8 years. I'm a militia guy. I track people. I can track people. I understand that. You activate guys like me. You activate guys like me and you put me back on the street and you arm me and you give me a green light and you say, yo, clear this area out. You get martial law. You make this area stay in this zone. Give them curfews, give them this. Like I said in the beginning, your freedom will depend on your compliance. I hope you guys understand this mindset. And like I said, this is not Mr. Holistic here to scare you. This is Mr. Holistic here to tell you that there's no better time than right now. Why not you? Why not right now? This is the purpose. This is the purpose. Let me also say, it is never too late to start doing something that you plan on doing forever. Don't think that you're behind the curve because you see Bitcoin over 100,000 and you saw people talking about it at 8,000 or 18,000. It's never too late. It's never too late to have a better relationship with God. It's never too late to start cleaning up your health. It's never too late to go to the gym and start getting fit. It's never too late to start getting on your phone, open up your camera and start telling your truth. It's never too late to speak your story. It's never too late. There's always room of self-development, personal development, just being better. Somebody said, pray to God to break those financial chains and join the AAA group. I'm telling you, it's never too late. So again, I'm not here to tell y'all to go towards me. I'm here to trigger the light, pop the light bulb on so you can start understanding like, yo, am I good where I'm at right now? Am I really good where I'm at? And is this going to like create legacy where I'm at right now? Am I going to be like helping my children from right now? Because I know right now it's very hard to be with an individual like me because I'm on the move. I'm like changing generational things. So like some of my the way I implement things with my family and stuff like that is like I'm not as present as I want to be because I'm in the world. I'm like East Coast to West Coast. I'm like loving, hugging, teaching, touching. I'm doing everything. But I'm giving my children an example. When everybody is laying down, not only do we work hard, but we work smart. And now we're working harder on working smarter. People used to say back in the day, don't work hard, work smart. No, you got to do both now. I remember there was a time where if you just work smarter, you got ahead. But that's not the case anymore. You got to work harder and smarter right now to stay ahead of the game because new systems are being implemented at a rapid pace. And if you don't start implementing changes now, God bless you. That's all I can say. Is God bless you. I see you at the pearly gates. I hope y'all enjoyed this mindset. This is your guy, Mr. Holistic. And now that I'm open on social media, I'm open on Instagram. Before I couldn't even go live, so I always go live on TikTok. But make sure you go to my actual YouTube, subscribe to my channel. I have over 250 plus live videos on financial literacy, on reading the markets from the basics to the basics, all the way up to advanced. Live trading videos. I have an amazing live trading record. I have an amazing live trading winning percentage. So when people start saying, I want to learn how to day trade, how about you come over here and just watch us day trade and then start getting into the game? Say, yo, coach, put me in the game. Yo, coach, put me in the game. How did you just do that? And so how many people put me in the game? Put me in the game. Yo, Kylie, what up, baby? What up, baby? I love you right back. So I'm here to just shape that frequency right now. I'm just here to put that frequency out there that like, yo, you are enough. So why not you? And why not right now? Because we're watching the greatest transition of wealth happen right here in our face. Let's just stop watching and let's start putting in work. Because when you put in work, it's going to demand results. And if you don't like the results, you don't go back to bitching and complaining about the actual action or the results. You go back to the drawing board, you prepare properly again, you get fitter, you get financially lit, and you go at it again, because there's no success without failure. Understand that. And the more you fail, the more successful you're going to be. So that's why I have that statement. I am successful because I fail. And I fail more than most people try. So that's why I'm extremely successful at what I do. I put out content, even though it does not all go viral. I don't care. I don't care if it goes viral. I care that I said, yo, let me produce content, let me put it out there, and let's see the response. And then when I engage the response, people go, bro, you got 121,000 followers, bro. You were just at 100,000. That's called work. That's called work. I love you guys. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of your day. Like, share, drop your comments, go subscribe to my YouTube. Make sure you're getting this financial literacy. If you're on the West Coast, I'm going live tomorrow, 4 a.m. 4 a.m. I'll be on TikTok probably and Instagram if I can get everything set up. But we going live. God bless y'all. God bless y'all. Deuces Instagram. Deuces. Yo, that was my first time getting back on Instagram since the other day. Let's go. Let's go. What's happening? I appreciate you guys. Like I said, y'all take this in. Y'all take this in and start understanding that those who are already in the opportunity. Shanisha, I appreciate that love. HK, I appreciate that love. I appreciate my OBG family. I appreciate you guys. Denara, Solo, Steph, Megan. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. You guys always show up. You guys always show up. That's why I'm always grateful. What up, Meg? Mag Swag. Mag Swag. I love that. I love that. So I appreciate you. Bertrice, what up, mama? I don't know if I said your name this morning. I didn't feel like I said it. Chulinga? Let me say it like that then. My boy Sean, my guy Ken, BRX in the building. Let's go. We got some nice. Luciano, what's up, bro? My guy G4 in the building. I'm just reading this shit. He said they cut EBT. I'm having a bad day today. My guy G4. What up, baby? Julia, what up, Julie? What up, baby? What's happening? I want to go to this side. What's happening, my boy Nino? What's happening? Pam, Ryan. Yo, I'm excited right now to give y'all this love right now. Give y'all this love. I'm finna literally hit the gym. I got an overnight flight tonight. Yesterday, my back started like fucking up. I was like, man. I was like, what the hell is this? I got a long ass flight. I can't go out of commission right now. So thank God I feel better. Yesterday, I went in the mood for talking. What up, Tampa? What up, Tampa? I'm finna head to Tallahassee. I'm pretty excited about the next 2 weeks. Tallahassee, then Colorado, back to Vegas. Then we're going to San Antonio. I'll be in San Antonio in a couple of weeks. So I'm excited about San Antonio. Be in San Antonio. So I'll be close to Dallas, I think. About 3-4 hours. I think it is. Gummies help the back. No, I tell you what really helps the back. I almost put the pack out there, Dinar. You see what you did to me right now, Dinar? You about to make me put a whole pack on live stream right now. Get me banned from YouTube. This guy is promoting marijuana. Damn it, Dinar. Damn it, girl. Put the secret out. How does he have so much energy? Because he's high. Shout out to those Dodgers. Shout out to the Dodgers. Let's go. Let's go. Julie, I like that. I like that. I like that. So I love you guys, man. I appreciate you guys. You guys make the rest of your day the best of your day. I won't be probably in the chats because I got so much I need to get done. I got to go get my brochures. I got to go get all the little details done before I can relax, spend the last little hours with the girls. Then I won't see them for a couple of weeks. So that's what I'm going to be on today. So I love you guys, man. Y'all make the rest of your day the best of y'all day. Deuces. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even know where to cut this thing off. There she goes.